Hi folks, Rich here, novice noisemaker, guitar number 215, 16, not sure, it's on the spreadsheet obviously. So, why have I got this? If you watched any of my videos recently, you'll know that I sold all of my Harley Benton guitars, hoping to, well, because I'd ordered a couple of vintage, a V6 and a V75, extremely cheap from a proper online seller on Reverb. As it turns out, too cheap. He messaged me and he said, "Oh, I didn't mean to sell them for that much. There was a problem with the whatever." So I'm like, "Oh, okay." Now hardly any guitars, which is ironic, really, considering all that long ago, a year or two ago, I was always about having one guitar to rule them all, you know. But now you need several, don't you? So I had a little browse. Oh, come on, box. I do like a Squier box. They're good. You can get them out. Come on now. Yeah, having a little browse. Black Friday came along. I like Teles, as you know, and this Squier Paranormal Troublemaker showed itself, and it's gold and black, and I like gold, and I like boxes I can get into. Come on now, please. Come on. Stop it now. Stop it now. Let me in now. Come on, please. Let me in, please. Thank you. Thank you, please. So, yeah, it had £100 off. And I've got about £8 in reward points from them's there and the people as well. So it's cost me £292. And I thought, that sounds good to me. Let's give it a try, see what it's all about. Obviously it's a Tele custom style, so it's got two humbuckers and they're both coil split. It's interesting, so lots of tonal options, which I like. Appreciate that coil splits don't always sound good. These might not, who knows, but it's nice to have the option. And two volumes, two tones. It's a bolt-on neck. It's a Laurel fingerboard, not my favourite, but they can be okay. 9.5-inch radius. Literally, it's just still cold. Sorry, Caster. I should let it warm up, but you know, highlight of my day and all. Yeah, I watched Colin on the Guitaristas. Hi, Colin, if you're watching. Did a brilliant review on this, as he always does. And I just thought, still got the doodah on. I thought, yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to give that a try. Do you know, the only thing I'm not keen on when it's still got the paper on the neck is it tells me that no one's really had a look at it. Or maybe, well, they did originally on the QC, I'm sure, or apparently, wherever the label is. But anyway, waffling. Be careful not to scratch anything. Come on. Yeah, I just had to give this a try. Pop that off there. Inspection by who knows, not me. So, bad lighting in here, as you know. Turn that light away a little bit. You can see that that's gold. It's hard to pick up. Gold. Oh, it's still got condensation. Sorry, Carsten. Very bad, poor form of me. Let's put this light back over this way a bit. So, goldie. Block inlays, matching headstock, 70s style, the big headstock. Maple neck, gold vintage tuners. Witch's hat knobs. What do they feel like? They're not on quite straight, but they feel alright. Stiff is how they feel. Ooh, and that's hard. God, that's very stiff to pull up. Ooh. No, it's not like I'm going to be gigging those and pulling them up. How's my fretwork doing? Narrow, tall frets. That's good. Nothing sharp about that. And they look like they've been polished. It's a bone nut. It's a nice touch, isn't it? 9.5-inch radius, and that is quite slim feeling. Classic vibes are all quite slim feeling. I approve of that for my little hands. That's a lovely feeling neck, actually. It's glossy on the back. Doesn't feel sticky. Yeah, not the nicest feeling switch. So far so good. Like the look of that. Something bit different, isn't it? For £292. And has that still got there? Yeah, and a lot of condensation. Yeah, Colin did take his pick guard off, or scratch guard. There's nothing underneath there, so I could have it with it off and just leave a little gold screws in. What's the action like? It's a bit high, but it's playable. And Colin also referenced the fact it's got white binding and a very white scratch guard. Well, actually, this is more like a parchment. It'd be better if the binding and the pick guard were all sort of parchment or like a cream, which I agree with, but that is still pleasant. Can't find anything wrong with this. One string tree. Boop. Yeah, happy days. I'm gonna just plug it in, even though it's cold. It's gonna plug it in anyway. Got your traditional Tele kind of input jack socket there. Let's put this on, tune it up a little bit. Let's have a pick. So what does tuners feel like? Feels fairly smooth. That one's less smooth. That one's a bit stiffer. One thing I will say about Squier tuners, especially the vintage style ones, never been that impressed with them really. I suppose it's relatively inexpensive to change. Yeah, but I feel better than the ones on the Harley Benton. But still not brilliant. Okay, so it's not going to be that well in tune. Right, where am I with all my knobs? It's a lot of knobs. Overdrive channel, let's take that off. It's quite dark sounding, isn't it? Give that a bit more. That's really stiff. It's pleasant. Fair bit of volume difference. I think Colin said these were rough, just under 8k ohms here, and about 7 here, something like that. Not an overly nice feeling switch, but then again, my PRS is haven't had particularly nice switches either. Switch eye. Tom can always do his magic and reduce the volume drop. So, super quick first impressions. Looks great. I think that sounds good from my first take away from that. And this feels like it's a keeper for me. Happy with that indeed, very happy. Let me know what you think. Have you got one? Do you like it? Do you think it's too weird being a mix mash of things with a Strat neck with Les Paul blocks, or do you think that's cool? Let me know what you think.